Hello and welcome YouTube, this is Achilles and today I bring you again a Napoleon Total War commentary video. This is a battle on Savoy Hilltop and my opponent is, I don't know, it was from the clan Leontes, I think, whatever. And I wanted to show this battle because it is really interesting what he did. I would never do it, I would not recommend it, it is risky, but my old guard saved me just in time. So we have to run all the way to the top, so I'll just say the army and fast forward. I have 4 chasseurs à cheval, 1 guard chasseur à cheval. I have Marshal Ney as general, an old guard with 1 chevron, 18th regiment to brave, 4 chasseurs and the 6th regiment d'infanterie, 4 Swiss foot and 1 Polish legion. My opponent has mounted rifles, 2 mounted rifles, 3 mounted rifles and 3 Cossack cavalry. He has Semenovsky Life Guards, Musketeer, made that 4 Musketeers, Moscow Musketeer, Life Guard Foot, 5 Musketeers, 4 Life Guard, 3 Life Guard Foot and Semenovsky Life Guard. And he has a General Staff. And he has a Life Guard Foot with 2 chevrons, 1 chevron. Okay. So the Principe of Savoy Hilltop is rushing for the top, which I'm gonna do. Let's fast forward this a bit. And now he sees a chance to attack my infantry, but I'm sending all my cavalry to protect them. And I'm going to keep my guard chasseurs à cheval in sustained melee to buy myself some time to stop these units from coming on top and to push forward with these troops? No? I thought I did. Anyway, going over here and over there. And yeah, I did push up and I get some free shots at the Semenovsky Life Guards, which is pretty awesome and good. Down to 95. My guard chasseurs à cheval still winning in battle. Chasseurs à cheval had a good volley on the mounted rifles. And here I'm pushing on with my infantry, trying to take down the Semenovsky Life Guards. Coming down with chasseurs à cheval. Nice charge, causing lots of disruption to give these troops some time to come around and pin them down right here. Exhausted. So these Life Guard foot are kinda pinned down by my chasseurs à cheval. My Swiss foot are getting good shots, but I'm outnumbered here. So I'm pulling back my chasseurs because I have superior range. They will be useful later, or maybe not. Not that good with his mounted rifles. My chasseurs à cheval are superior to his. So this is my micro, this is the units.
Our men are running, sir.
So I took down a Life Guard with 2 chevrons with losing just 1 chasseurs à cheval and causing a lot of disruption. And here he is going up with a lot of troops. So that was a move I didn't expect. I thought he was going to circle around here, but he's going straight up. So I will do the same, but my troops are kinda exhausted. He's going to pull back here, which is a really nice move to keep my troops down to the ground. Gonna charge in with my chasseurs à cheval, bring these guys here to give some morale support and covering fire.
Chevaux légers, une charge, attention. Chevaux légers, une charge.
One routing, almost two. All in order to buy my troops some time to get on top, but then I get flanked by these mounted rifles. So I had to retreat these, and they can go up the hill without any or many losses. So routed this Cossack cavalry. They are kind of pinned down by my cavalry. I'm sacrificing them one by one to keep him busy and to get my troops on top.
Our men are running, sir.
I also wanted to keep this forest. It is vital. But yeah, he's doing a pretty good job. He is going up with 2 lifeguards and 3 musketeers. He's going to stretch these guys to keep actually half my army busy, or more than half my army, and that is the mistake from my side. I used most of my army here on the ground, and I actually should have moved up to this little forest, which I normally do. So I'm going to do this with my Old Guard and my 18th Regiment. And as you can see, he's now getting the better position and the better shots. I got these mounted rifles pinned down, but they are winning slightly. They have more numbers, which is bad for me. But I'm still winning though. Not losing too much. So now I have nothing left. He can go for this forest, which he will do. I'm getting some shots right here to this musketeers in order to rout them, but they will not rout as quickly because they have pretty good morale. So I might have a better shooting position at the moment, but he will get the upper hand because he can go straight for this forest, which is vital, and he's going to flank and overnumber me with lifeguard foot and infantry. And he will probably go in melee as well. So I have lost all my cavalry. He still has his mounted rifles. He only has his mounted rifles left, but they are good enough. They are like weakened chasseurs à cheval. So here is going for a full-out assault, here and here. And he gained the upper hand, which is really bad on this map. You rush for the top, and if you get the top, you are most likely to win. So I'm trying to get away with my Old Guards, 18th the Brave, Polish Legion and my Chasseurs. He caused a lot of disruption with his mounted rifles, which will rout, but they did their job well. And he's going in sustained melee with my Swiss foot. And I'm up against Musketeers and a Simonovsky Lifeguard, which is their best, almost their best infantry unit. Here he is kind of putting me down with his mounted rifles, which is good in my opinion for him. It's a really nice move. Then he's going for my Chasseurs. And then the big problem, I didn't notice he could free go for my general. And I knew he was going for my general, so I just attacked him. Most important thing was that my Old Guard went in this forest. And I'm here actually holding them off with my 18th the Brave and my Polish Legion. I managed to get my general away. But still, it is pretty tough. He he has my men in sustain melee, my 2 Swiss foot routed. If he's shooting me in the flank and I just have to retreat. It is overwhelming. He has now the better position, the numbers and more men. So here he keeps on charging my chasseurs, which is a really nice move. And if I form square I will get massacred, but I will get massacred because I'm fighting 2 live guards and 2 musketeers. But even my old guard is losing slightly. But here I'm taking the upper hand. He stopped attacking me in melee, which was the fault on his side. He didn't kept on melee attacking my forces, so I could just shoot him. Because these musketeers have 35 accuracy. This Semenovsky life guard is good, but they are down to 28, so they will not do that well anymore.
Our men are running, sir!
So here I shot them to death. They routed. They will rout as well. They held their ground. They did their job. They kept me busy over here, so I couldn't reinforce the top. And if he gets the top, he wins the battle mostly. So this is my old guards taking on these 2. These guys are really badass. I'm glad I did a chevron on them. This is the brave. They are brave. They are closing in. They're closed in. The general is giving some moral support, but you see the moral penalty of the old guard. It's affecting the musketeers. So here I'm closed in, and I have to work my way to the top. I was trying to get my general to the forest here to keep my 18th Infantry the Brave in battle, but they get massacred by these live guard foot. So now my old guard is the only thing on top, and if he dies, the battle is lost. And then the thing happened that I expected to happen. While I was going up with my foot, and this is a really stupid move with my general, he will die. And this is the moment where I panicked a bit. He's going to charge down with his life guard. So here I'm pulling back with my old guards down to 70. I should have went in square, but I didn't. If I see it now. But he's going to charge me, which is a really nice move. I get blobbed up. He gets a charge. He has better melee stats. My morale drops because he has his general left. And he has better morale. My troops are here getting just massacred. It's overwhelming. He's using his troops to its best. Except for here then. And he's going to charge me, which was what he had to do here.
Our men are running, sir!
So here he took down a Swiss foot, and down to 31 he's going to charge these front Swiss foot. And here again, in my chasseurs, his musketeer charged. They're not gonna do much. Their morale is low. So here I have the general staff. I went in square down to 60. Here he is going to charge my Swiss foot. And that's what he had to do. He had a full infantry army with 6 cavalry units, and he just went full in melee now, and he is actually kinda crushing my troops. Live guard foot routed, my Swiss foot routed, but managed to kill their general, and this is the part where I gained the upper hand again, because I thought I was lost. So it's now my old guard against his general staff, a live guard foot and musketeers. So I'm gonna fast forward this a bit. This is really interesting because he distracted my attention to this so that he could come up over here and crush me. But because my old guard held their ground, he is now actually losing. But if my old guard died, I wouldn't have held it and I would have lost it. So now we both knew what the outcome was. And he's going to attack me. And I think it's honorable. It is a real honorable opponent. He was friendly, he was smart. And if you look at the bar, I'm really going to lose. I'm in a disadvantage. So I'm just going to hold my ground. My units are tired. His units are very tired and tired as well. And I'm gonna see here for a good position on them. And I've point blank range, or whatever it's called, down to 60 men. These men are my only hope. And these Liveguard foot and musketeers are bravely going to take on my old guard, which will crush them. So yeah, that was the battle. He's going to rest his troops, which is totally normal, but it will not help him. I will not go in square for 4 cavalry units. So this is just waiting because the battle is over. And you can see the morale penalty that my old guard gives is devastating to these troops. But yeah, this was really interesting, fighting against someone who actually knew how to use a Russian army, and it is kinda difficult on this terrain because the only thing they have better than regular Swiss foot or Polish Legion is melee, but they don't have it against the old guard. The old guard is overpowered against these troops. So I'm going to take down a first volley on them. They will just rout by it. So they had a good volley. I will not go in square for these troops. Heroic assault from the Russians to the old guard, but it's too late. The old guards just massacred them. On the battlefields of Pyrenean Peak. That's a map where we play on, by the way. Pyrenean Peak, if I didn't mention it. Lol, I'm stupid. Anyway, that was the battle. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something from it. This was really interesting. And I'll see you next time.